How would you treat your sister?
Do you have a preference on height?
Dude. 4 times? 4 times? What?
What is worse, being friend zoned or brother zoned?
Oh man. Brother.
What do you mean by that, brother zone?
Like, oh, you're just a
Oh,
friend,
brother
or,
and
oh,
brother
you're
zone.
like a
Brother
brother.
in Christ
so
all the
much
way.
worse. That hurts to the core. Friend zone hurts like here in like this area, but like being like brother zone hurts everywhere.
Yep.
It's just like there's no coming back from a brother zone.
Because it's like she still wants, she expects the like friend. There's a difference between friend and brother in Christ. Like brother in Christ, like you're encouraging me in the faith, and you're like, brother in Christ. I know somebody who got from brother zone.
Brother in Christ, you got more restrictions set on you, like more boundaries.
It's like friend zone, there's still a chance.
Yeah.
Because like friends turn into relationships, but if you're like, if I'm like
Compared to their brother.
exactly, like if I'm your brother, like that's some Alabama kind of stuff. You're not getting back. There's no chance for you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like friend zone. Like my girlfriend was my friend before I dated her.
Yep.
She was not my sister. That would be
Sister.
She was, but like, she was not my actual sister.
Yeah.
So like that's it makes sense.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of a man, call him a brother. Like if he's following you around on campus and like he's asking you like really interested, just put him in the brothers.
But be careful, you could break him permanently.
Protect his heart.
yeah.
That's trauma right there.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Yeah.
I think we answered that.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to Christian girls?
What do you mean advice?
Like just
Like, I don't know how they should live, act, thoughts, or how they should
Act
know
godly.
you.
Yeah.
Proverbs 31.
Yep.
read Proverbs 3.
Yeah.
Read Proverbs 31
Just be perfect. You'll
and 1 Corinthians 13.
Just
Yeah.
read
Every
it.
day. Every day.
Like,
Every day.
How many times?
Until you are Mother Mary.
At least you didn't say
Every
Virgin
day.
Mary. Follow God's will for your life.
Yeah.
okay, so if they have to read that every day, what are you guys reading every day?
Boom. Romans Road. Being able to dish out the gospel to anyone we meet. Man, we gotta be like archers, you
We're
know.
special forces, dude.
We're special forces. We're like special. Sorry, that was. I don't know who this goes to, but that was probably not appropriate. But we gotta be special forces for the gospel.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Women
also-
can be that too.
Yeah, women can be that too. I'm just saying, like, lock it in, guys. Gentlemen, lock it in. Okay.
Like I think like what was the question again? Like specifically.
Advice for
Yeah,
women.
because I might got some.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was
like
the
like
question.
the biggest like advice is just like people who actively evangelize, like what he's saying, is just like that is one of the
That is attractive.
yeah, it is like
That's
okay. My girlfriend before I dated her, we did a door-to-door ministry, and we would do that for 2 years. For 2 hours every Wednesday, we did that. And like me and my friend started, then she started coming. And at first I didn't know if she was going because I was there, because I knew she liked me. And then like, so I was like, oh, I don't know if like her intentions are like she wants to be here because she wants to evangelize, or she's just here because she can be here. And then there was one week.
Wait. How did you find out she liked you?
Through one of my friends. Like I.
Okay.
It was nice knowing. But
Yeah, that would be very nice.
it was very nice. But anyway, I wasn't able to make it for like a week or two. And she showed up and she took charge of the event when I was gone.
What a woman.
So like that to me, it was like, oh my gosh. like that was just like, that's like the biggest advice I can give. It's just like being able to evangelize efficiently is something that every Christian should be able to do.
Yep.
Like, and that like what he's saying, just like something like Romans Road. If you know the Romans Road to heart, it shows something about your character. Because it shows that you know not only the gospel, but you know it scripturally. And I think that's just like the biggest advice I can give. Really for anybody, but for like women especially.
That's the next level. I don't want to say like levels of spirituality,
Yeah.
but that's like you have the faith with yourself, and that always grows and always improves, right? But when you're willing to share that with others, like you go back to your church, your home church. How many people in that church share the gospel on a consistent basis? Not many, right? And there's exceptions. And that's not saying I share it on a consistent basis as much as I should, but like when you see somebody who's willing to do that, take the next step spiritually and like actually have that courage, like, yeah.
I'll say also watch your idols. Like, make sure that you're not putting stuff in your life that's like more important than the Lord.
Yeah, that's my advice. Like, for us Christian guys, when we see girls that are living for God, putting God first, that's attractive. Like, they're not like focusing on themselves. They know, they understand that true beauty comes from within, and that is what we like.
I got a question. Actually, this is kind of like a genuine, like, actually all around question for the guys. How much? At what point is it too much to post on social media for a girl? And for girls, how much is it too much to post for guys?
I would say attention. If you're it's like modesty. Modesty is about seeking attention. If you're seeking the attention, then it's bad. If you're just doing it to let people know what you're up to, and not like letting them know what you're up to in a jealous way, like, hey, I went to Israel. Look at this. You should be jealous that I got to go to Israel. No, look at these Israel pics. How we got to do this, and how the Lord blessed us to be able to go here, and how much we learned.
Thank you for the support for this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Here's an update.
You should go.
Yeah.
Not doing it for like attention.
Yeah.
And just if you can post as much as you want as long as you're doing it for the right reasons.
I feel like as well, like all of my posts on Instagram are like something that I care about, or it's something that's just like a lot of my posts are about my girlfriend, or I posted for Israel, or I post about my graduation and just like what God's been working through my life. So it's like, it's not, like you were saying, it's just not about stuff that I want to brag about. It's stuff that is just like, oh, this is something I think people should know about me. And like if you're posting constantly just like selfies and just like, it's just like that shows that you care about yourself. Because like you post what you care about. So if you're posting like 20 billion pictures of yourself, it's just like, what do you care about? You care about yourself. It's like, it's just like, I don't know. That's something, like, if I were to see a girl who posted constantly about herself, I was like, that's a turn off for me. It's just like,
Is it the snap count?
The snap count?
Oh,
yeah.
3,000.
300,000. Maybe.
But no.
But like, girls' opinions. What's too much?
Wait, but they don't know the girls are in here.
They don't
But-
know the girls are here. You just revealed the secret.
Well, she didn't Tara's in here.
That's true.
I am a girl.
She's an exception.
So Tara, what's the limit?
I don't know. I think I agree with what you guys like. For me, I don't have Facebook now, so I got rid of everything else. But I post on Facebook to share things mostly with like my family or friends that are like, I don't know, distant places and stuff. And it's like, hey, like, here's what's going on in my life. But it's more like, hey, grandparents, like, here's this fun thing. But I feel like if it is a lot of just like you, that says something compared to like you showing pictures of you and your friends, or you guys doing something fun together, or family things like that. So it's just what the intention is, or like the purpose behind the pictures.
Yeah.
Also, in case I didn't tell you yet, because I probably would have captioned something, there's girls behind the camera.
Yeah, there are.
Hey.
No pressure.
But speak fast because the camera battery is low. It looks like it's gonna die soon.
What do you want us to say?
Just anyone have a different answer, or is that
Are
it?
we answering that question?
Yeah.
I don't have a different opinion than what anybody else.
Sweet.
No, I feel like they answered it pretty good. I don't even have social media other than Facebook, and I never post. So
I feel like if it's something like fun or you feel confident in the moment, just like check your actions.
yeah.
As someone who's never had social media, I also think it's important about how much you look at it of other people. So paying attention to that. I think that's even more of a concern than how much you post about yourself, is how much they look at other people, because that warns you about your jealousy. So.
Okay, Bella.
In comparison.
Last words. Filmed on iPhone.
Okay, I only have.
This looks so far away. Hang on.
You can't see yourself.
Nobody move. I'm so sorry. Eat the banana.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Hold on.
Oh. Locked in.
I have one
Can I add one more thing?
one more.
Can I add one more thing? One more thing.
Oh,
okay. I think though.
Does he get to be Mark Strupp now?
No, he's Mark Strong. I'm John Locke.
Sorry.
I'm John Locke. Have you guys heard John Locke speak?
No.
My thoughts are, I think there's a balance to keep, because like I have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I hate with a passion, not the people, but the activity of sending half a face in Snapchat every single day at 6 a.m. in the morning.
A blank picture. For
I don't understand it.
I did that and I regret it so much.
I hate it so much. I do Snapchat because there's a basketball chat at Word of Life that's Snapchat, and I want to know when they're playing basketball, so I do it. But I also think if we're in the culture now that I think you can give up social media, that's good, that's awesome. I think beneficial. But you also sacrifice, I think, a little bit of ministry in that. Like, you have to be very careful with it. Very careful with it. But when you can't join a Facebook Messenger chat, an Instagram chat, you can't catch. I mean, if you guys, you know Brandon, right? Brandon Joy?
Be Joy!
He does it very well where he uses social media where he's just like on constantly looking at people's stuff, encouraging, asking questions. Like, you can use it effectively. It's a tool. Yeah. I think very much, and I run into that where like you're scrolling. That's tough. But when you're scrolling for a purpose of, I'm not here to look at the next funny whatever meme, although Lord of the Rings meme page, hilarious. But versus catching up on like family, friends, cousins, new baby. Yep.
I think like what you're saying is there's also like there's a different reach you can get through social media. It's like I can talk to some of my friends that I don't hang out with that much, like unbelievers. I can talk to them all I want, but they may not listen to me. But they'll sit there and they'll read what I post on Instagram. Like they'll take the time to read a post about that I made about an Israel trip and how like it impacted my life, or how going into Word of Life and what I've learned so far, Word of Life. Like if I talk to them, they're kind of zoned out because they don't want you to know that they're listening. But they'll read that, and when they read it, it's more of a reflection on themselves instead of I'm just preaching at them. It's like they're actually getting to read it, and like you can reach more people that you don't even know really.
It's a good loop around for good loop around for campers. We're not allowed to get our campers' information, but there's nothing against friending them on Instagram, and you catch up that way.
Yeah, because I had one of my campers from Snow Camp message me on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's going good." I was like, "You good?" And he's like, "Not really." He's like, "I've been struggling with some things." He's like, "The thing we talk about Snow Camp, it's been really hard." And I was like, I would not have been able to talk to him probably ever again if I didn't have social media. It's like Instagram was a way for me to outreach to him. And I think that's like an aspect of it. If you use it wisely, you can use social media as an outreach.
Yep. You have something to leave?
Yeah, I was going to say kind of like what he was saying earlier, but with a little twist. Like you can stay in contact with your friends that are unbelievers, and not necessarily like staying in contact, but they know that they can reach you, and they can see your story or they can see your post, and that would make it easier for when you talk to them. They're just not like, who's this guy? He hasn't talked to me in 5 years. It's like, oh, how you been doing? Like, because I kind of have seen. Yeah,
I saw the story last year. Like, how'd that turn out?
Yeah, exactly. So it's easier to just mold into good gospel witness conversations.
But again, be very careful. I like how this has turned into just like us talking.
Sorry. Back to the questionnaire.
Dial in.
The last question.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
See if I remember it properly. What is a Christian guy's ick for girls?
Oh no.
White Air Forces.
Shoes?
Yes, white Air Forces. Sorry. that came out quick.
Yep.
An ick is something that puts you off early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like pet peeve. Yeah.
Pet peeve.
Loud.
Bad personal hygiene. Yeah, if she
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I think of is like just being loud. Like people who are really just like, I go to talk to them and I can't get a single word in. That is just like, well, I can't. If I can't even talk to you if we're not like dating or I'm not even interested in you, and like I can't stand talking to you, like how am I gonna like spend like the rest of my life with you and wake up and you're just like, hi. It's like there's no way I could do that.
That was a good.
It would take a lot of godly patience to do that. But like certain people have different things. That's my ick. Like people who are really just like loud and just like talk so much. And it's like I can't even talk to them. It's like that's my ick.
It's like the selfishness too. I just always want to be the one talking.
Yeah, for me it would be when girls act too girlish. That was like the rest of my thing.
Can you define that more,
like,
please?
What is a woman?
Let's not go there.
when they're just like act so. I don't know how to
Like a
describe
girl?
it.
Like, what do you? Yeah.
Okay, well, I gotta think how to describe this.
Pretty.
Like-
You're like
so
pretty
flighty, so
princess.
flighty, very like
Yeah.
flirty as well. Like that is not my type.
Your fingernails are pink. It's the
Like
worst.
Who would do that?
I'll say like just their mannerisms aren't like they seek to attract attention to themselves because like that's kind of like the whole point. Like when they act super girly.
So you're saying when women act girly, they're trying to get attention to themselves?
No, all the time, but like
I'll say they're kind of born that way.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Oh
You're
my
saying
God.
like
I would say the better way to explain it is when girls act like the traditional Disney Channel girl.
yeah, like they think they're the princess and they're just
Yeah.
so delicate.
that's a good word.
Easily,
And annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily annoyed, like you said.
I know. Yeah.
So super sensitive. That is like, no.
So like
Somebody you can take
iCarly
a
would
hit in
be
football.
Wait,
Like
iCarly
if-
would be a
yeah.
crush. You know that show. I don't really know it.
no.
You'll know sorry.
My mom didn't let us watch Friends.
I didn't know
Only in
how much
hotels.
I think another one is like if a girl can't take humor and like a joke. Like if a girl cannot take a joke for her life and she just takes everything literally, like that is so annoying. Like if I'm making a joke and I just like kind of razz her and tease her and she just like breaks down, like you're saying that about me. It's just like, oh, that was just a joke.
Yeah, that
To a
was
certain
another thing.
extent.
To a certain extent.
Sometimes.
Like with the boys,
Yeah.
we go all
Oh
out
yeah.
with each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I can't do that with a girl, it's just like kind of like ugh.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. They can't take a joke.
I have an answer.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
I have an answer.
Council.
Never mind.
I don't have like a specific. Like I wouldn't say like there's one
Just say you
thing.
had an answer.
I said I said I haven't answered.
Okay, no,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
walking
What
up
is
to you. I'm a girl. What is your worst nightmare?
I think
That walks
it'd
up
be
to
more
you.
like uneducated.
Amen.
Like that's for a lot of things, but like I'm talking about like
Yeah.
just like basic stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, and I'm very dumb when it comes to certain stuff. Like last night, I don't want to sound stupid, but we had a long day and a long week, and I walked to the Quebec table, and everything's in French.
Quebec. Sorry.
I'm from America.
Okay.
I walk up to the Quebec. I walk up to the Quebec table, and I 100% think this is in France. 100% think Quebec is in France for a second. For a good like 5 minutes, I'm like, and then one of my friends walks up and is like, "Oh yeah, I visited Quebec over Easter break." I'm like, "Oh, so you got your tickets?" And she's like, "No, we drove there." And I'm like, I am the dumbest human alive. But back to like uneducated, like simpler geography, politics. Like they don't have to be super but just like books, literature, the Bible. Like if I'm talking with you and like we're not connecting there, like let's say that's enough.
He's absolutely disgusted by that.
Absolutely disgusting. Go to school. That's all I got.
Cool.
That's all I got.
FYI, guys,
anyway.
he just farted.
Yeah. Put that in the first question.
Again.
First
First
one.
question. Why am I so strange?
I just heard.
Any final
Well, one more thing.
thoughts?
When
Yeah.
girls are like so like they're just annoyed by everything and they are like super picky. I don't.
But to be honest, this is all attributes for men that I don't like. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like all of these fit both
Yeah.
perspectives.
Fun fact,
Right.
I have a version of Air Forces.
A
Yeah.
version.
Yeah. They are white,
They're awful.
but they're not like the leather stuff. They got suede and a different kind of not suede. I would say like meshy kind of stuff, and it's got a different kind of swoosh to it, and it's gray and white, so it's different. But
But you felt bad about saying that, so you wanted to get that off your chest.
I didn't feel bad about saying that. It's not like a no, I won't even talk to you, or no, I won't even.
That's gotta
like-
change.
Yeah,
Is it
it's not like a
because-
no that's got
Is
to
it
change,
because
but
the
it's
shoe or
just like
because of
yeah.
how popular the shoe is and how like every girl has them.
I would say, well, we all already went over this. I'm like the only one in this room that was public schooled, or I don't know, we had 2 more people join us. Yeah, thank you, sorry. But a lot of the women that wore those in my public school were bad women.
Guys with white Air Forces.
It depends. Like a lot of my guy friends wear. God, that sounds good. a lot of my friends wear white Air Forces, and some of them. I mean, it looks good on them.
Hey, it was a great day, guys.
It was very, very fun talking to taraleanneyt.
Set it in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes.
Yep. And glad you could join us.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great day, guys.
Where's Boys Are Strange?